So one of the things that the youngest used to like was those fruit parfaits. So we're gonna make a take on that. He liked the McDonald's one. He didn't like the ones that his dad made. Great parfaits. I'm a great parfait maker, but he didn't like that. He liked the McDonald's one. So we're gonna take our leaf from that page and make that version. But I put a little twist to it because you know how Chef Manny does. He always put a little twist to things. Okay. So let's do this McDonald's version of a fruit parfait.
Dad's night to cook. It is Dad's night to cook. From the pantry he'll take a from a book to see what we'll dine on tonight. What you gonna cook, Dad? What we gonna eat? His recipe's great, it is a must. When he cooks, he makes believe and trust, and a wonderful meal on the table. Yummy for a tummy. It is Dad's night to cook.
All right, let's get started with our fruit parfaits. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just use some Greek yogurt, some plain Greek yogurt, and I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit to give it that, little extra kick that we always like to have in Chef Manny Dad's Night to Cook recipes. Alrighty? So one of the kicks we're gonna put in here that's gonna make this just a little bit elevated and tasting really creamy and fresh is that we're gonna put a half cup of cream in it. Now I just use a half and half because again, this is Dad's Night to Cook. What you got in the refrigerator that you can use? Half and half is pretty much half cream, half milk. So I'm gonna put a half cup in there and we're gonna stir that up and it's gonna be oh so creamy. And so you can see that the cream just makes it a little more creamier. And so now we're just gonna add a half tablespoon of extract, almond extract. So in goes the extract. Just gonna give it a little pop, a little kick, a little twist, a little bit. And we're gonna probably use about a quarter cup of honey, just to little sweeten it up a little bit. It won't need much sweetening because of all the fruit and the other ingredients. And then we're just gonna stir that up. And we're gonna add a little pop to it. That's gonna just bring it to the next level. Like the McDonald's folks be doing. But this is gonna be Chef Manny version. Okay. So you all, here's the extra bit that makes this parfait, yogurt parfait, Greek yogurt parfait so delicious. I take some brown sugar and I put it on top of the yogurt and I set it in the refrigerator overnight. And when I assemble it, I just scoop it out with the brown sugar, gets this little caramelizing on the top of it. Caramel like a creme brulee, but not. It's just, with the refrigeration and soaking up the moisture. And every bite you take of this assembling of this parfait, okay, you see my face? That's what it's like. Let's do it. So what you do is you just scoop some brown sugar and then just sprinkle it over this thing. And you're gonna leave it over the refrigerator overnight, and it's just gonna soak it up. And it, like I said, it's almost gonna caramelize like it's creme brulee. And I'm telling you, each bite taken in this fruit parfait is just gonna be crazy, cuckoo, ka-choo-choo. All right, and you set that in your refrigerator overnight or for a few hours if you don't got all overnight. But I suggest overnight. All right. Ooh, y'all, now we're going to start on some breakfast potatoes with some red peppers and stuff like that. It's a great breakfast potatoes. But let me tell you a little secret. I cooked up some bacon in the pan, and I'm going to use that same pan that I cooked the bacon to put these breakfast potatoes. Oh. The amount of flavor that this thing is going to have. They're going to say, can I get some more? Okay? So let's get this thing assembled. Easy cook. Come on. Breakfast potatoes. Chef Manny style. Now, like I told you, because I did not lie, I used the same pan that I cooked some bacon in, and I put some diced onions, red peppers, and green peppers, and I put them in together. And I just got some store-bought potatoes, and I'm going to add it to that with a few seasoning. And ooh la la, y'all, this ain't going to go wrong on you. It's not going to go wrong. So let's add our store-bought potatoes. We got our peppers in already. We're gonna buy store-bought potatoes. And just use your hands if you got some gloves, and we're just gonna mix it up a little bit. Alrighty? What's gonna happen is all of them that goodness from the bacon. I don't want to call it a certain thing because I know people have problems calling it the fat. But Lord, that's what it is. So I got about a 2-pound bag of diced potatoes that I'm mixing up in here. And we're just gonna get this incorporated with the green peppers. I lost a few, but that's okay. We have enough in here, 2-pound bag. And then you're just gonna incorporate that, give it a little massage and a little zhuzh up. All right, let's add our seasonings and put this thing to cook. And so like everything I cook, you gotta add your season. So I'm gonna add currently, I'm just using a 1/2 tablespoon to add my salt. I'm just gonna put my salt on top and then I'm gonna massage it in. So it's gonna be a whole tablespoon of salt. I know you think it's a little salty, but potatoes don't have no, potatoes don't have seasoning. They bland, So we're gonna add that salt, and we're gonna add what's gonna be 1 tablespoon of black pepper and just a 1/2 of sweet cayenne pepper. You can use paprika. Paprika would be a little bit, on the sweeter side, but you can use whatever. And you give that a good massage. Turn that thing up like this. Get those seasonings in there. Get them seasonings in there. Ooh, these breakfast potatoes, y'all, is not going to steer you wrong. I promise. All right, wrap that up. Get it in the oven, 375 for about 35 to 45 minutes. All right?
Dad's night to cook. It is Dad's night to cook. From the pantry he'll take a look book to see what we'll dine on tonight. What you gonna cook, Dad? What we gonna eat? His recipe's great, it is a must. When he cooks, he makes believe and trust, and a wonderful meal on
right,
the
so the
table.
youngest just graduated.
Yummy for us to
That's
eat. It is
23
Dad's night
from Christian
to
School, alumni, official alumni.
cook.